Yes, good evening students. So నిన్న మనం 33 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చూసాం ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్స్ వి. నౌ లెట్ us మూవ్ ఆన్ టు ది 34th వన్. ఇది కూడా సిమిలర్, ఇంతకు ముందు చేసిందే. ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పినట్లు సిమిలర్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అవుట్లైన్ ఇస్తున్నాను, మీరు దాన్ని సాల్వ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. లుక్ అట్ దిస్. ఇఫ్ a and b are perpendicular vectors, a is equal to 5i plus 7j minus 3k and b is equal to 2i plus 2j minus ak. What is the value of a? Then what is the value of a? And what is this? These two are perpendicular vectors అంటున్నారు. అయితే perpendicular vectors అంటే కండిషన్ ఏంటి? If two vectors are perpendicular, then their dot product is 0. So we'll go for that product and we can find out the value of a by comparing the dot product equal to 0. So let us see. Now given as a bar is equal to 5i plus 7j minus 3k and b bar is equal to 2i plus 2j minus ak. So these a and b are perpendicular to each other. What is the condition? Vector a and b are perpendicular. If a and b are perpendicular, then the dot product is a dot b is equal to 0. So can you guess the answer please? Can you guess the answer please? Now let us see. This one is the 10 plus 14 plus 3a. So 24. So 24 is equal to minus 3a. 3 ones are 3 8s are. A is equal to minus 8. The answer is D. The answer is D. Very good. Fine. The next, move on to the next problem. Move on to the next problem. 35. 35 same as yesterday's ఒక ప్రాబ్లం చూసాం మనము, అలానే ఉంది చూడండి. సిమిలర్ ప్రాబ్లం. 3 vectors a, b and c satisfy the condition relation a dot b is equal to 0, a dot c is equal to 0. The condition is given as a dot b is equal to 0. It means a is perpendicular to b and a dot c is equal to 0. It means a is also perpendicular to c. A is also perpendicular to c. Then a is parallel to, among this, a is parallel to which vector? So can you guess the answer? Can anyone guess it now? Now చూస్తేనే ఆన్సర్ చెప్పొచ్చు. Look at this. A is perpendicular to b. So what is a is parallel to అన్నాడు. A b కి perpendicular అయితే it is not parallel. So this is wrong answer. Yeah, this is wrong answer. A is also perpendicular to c. So c parallel అయ్యిండదు. This is also wrong answer. B dot c అనేది ఒక స్కేలార్ క్వాంటిటీ. It is not a vector quantity. అది కూడా ఆన్సర్ అయ్యిండదు. ఆన్సర్ డి ఆప్షన్ రైట్ అయి ఉంటుంది. ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ చూడండి. నిన్న సేమ్ ఇటువంటిదే చెప్పాను. ఏ ఈజ్ పర్పెండిక్యులర్ టు బి అంటే ఏబీలు ఇలా ఉంటాయి. ఏ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో పర్పెండిక్యులర్ టు సి అంటే మేబీ సి ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు, లేదా మేబీ సి ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు, ఎక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు. సో వి కన్సిడర్ యాజ్ దిస్ వన్, ఇలా తీసుకుందాం. Now in that case, let us go with B cross C. What will you get? B cross C. B cross C. You will get B cross C is equal to A. So A ki parallel ga evaru unnarante A ki parallel ga B cross C untundi. Option D. Okay, very good, fine. The next move on. Fine. So after 35, move on to 36. Yeah, 36. 2019 problem. 2019 లో 36 ఎలా ఇచ్చారు చూద్దాం. Which of the following is not correct? Which of the following is not correct? నిన్ననే నేను చెప్పాను ఇవన్నీ. సో విచ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ ఇస్ నాట్ కరెక్ట్, కింద ఇచ్చిన వాటిలో ఏది కరెక్ట్ కాదు అన్నాడు. సో కెన్ యూ గెస్ ద ఆన్సర్ ప్లీజ్? కెన్ ఎనీవన్ గెస్ ద ఆన్సర్? ఎస్టర్డే అన్నీ నేను క్రాస్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ అన్నీ రాశాను. ఐ క్రాస్ జే, దాని రివర్స్ క్రాస్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ కూడా అన్నీ రాశాను నేను. సో దాని ప్రకారం ఆన్సర్ గెస్ చేసుకెళ్తారా? లుక్ అట్ దిస్. The first one is, maybe this is J cross I. J cross I is minus K. So K cross J. So K cross J. For this purpose, what you need to do? You need to take this one. I, J and K. Now in that case J cross I gives K, but the opposite action, correct. The second one, K cross J, look at this, K cross J, this is also I, correct. And the third one, I cross K, I cross K, this one, I cross K, this is also J, like this. మనం ఇలా తీసుకోవచ్చు, I cross K. So all these three, look at this, this one is this one, so clockwise direction and the clockwise direction. K cross I, now what is this? K cross I, anti-clockwise direction. That is minus J అన్నారు. So that is wrong answer. This is the thing. ఓకేనా? ఆ డైరెక్షన్ అనేది మనకు ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. ఫైన్. సో సమ్మన్ హ్యాస్ గివెన్ ద ఆన్సర్, వెరీ గుడ్. లెట్స్ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం. 37 ఆల్రెడీ సేమ్ నిన్న చూసామండి. ఇఫ్ 0.5i 0.8j ck is a unit vector, then c is equal to, నేను చూసాం యూనిట్ వెక్టార్ ఫార్ములా ఏంటి, ఎలా చేస్తాం యూనిట్ వెక్టార్ అంటే the magnitude of unit vector is 1, so based on that we can go 1 is equal to root over 0.5 square plus 0.8 square plus c square. So in that case, so can you guess the answer? Can you guess the answer please? So yesterday we have seen this one, so based on that the same formula we can apply here and we can find the value of c. So 0.5 square is nothing but 0.25, 0.8 is nothing but 0.64, so 25 plus 64 is 89. So taking the answer is option D, the right answer. Very good, Ravi, good. Ninna chesam, yesterday we have done it, this one. So based on that I am telling you, the same similar kind of problems we can skip because you can do later on. Look at this, these also same, already we have done it earlier today itself. So same kind of problems, this kind of similar problems we'll skip today. The next one, look at this, 38. Which of the following is correct? Actually, which of the following is Correct, not current, that is correct, correct actually. So the same thing yesterday also we have seen the same kind of problem. So which of the following is correct? So find out that one, the repeated problem. So A dot B is equal to P dot A. Yesterday we have seen the same thing. A dot B dot C, this one, A dot B dot C, that is the dot product actually. So correct one is the D option. A dot B is equal to B dot A. This is the right answer. Yesterday we have seen this one. Very good, Prakash, good answer. So next one, move on to the next problem. The vector product of vector with itself is, if any vector multiplied with a vector product with itself is, then what is that? So that's what he is asking. Example, if I am taking I is a vector, so I is multiplied with the cross operator with itself. I vector multiplying with itself only. It means I vector multiplied with I vector only. Then what would be the resultant? Look at this, I cross I, the cross product of similar vectors gives 0. C answer. Fine. Next one, next problem we'll move on. 40 problem. Already we have seen 40 problem yesterday, today, earlier. So 40 problem we have done it already. So let us move on to the 41. If three vectors A, B, C are 12, 5 and 13 in the magnitude such that C is equal to A plus B, then the angle between A and B is, look at this, what you are getting here, 12, 5, 13, this is the rectangular components. You are getting rectangular component. Can you guess the answer please? Can anyone guess the answer for this question? Yeah. So these are the rectangular components. Root over 12 square plus 5 square is nothing but root over 169, nothing but 13. So then clue is, I have given the clue. So can you tell me, so what is the answer for this? Not 40, 41 I am asking, 41. Yeah, rectangular components I am telling you. So because rectangular component, then you can find out easily. Since already I have told you, what is that? 13 square. 13 square is nothing but 12 square plus 5 square. Check it out. 169 is equal to 144 plus 25. It is nothing but 169. 169. So what is this? C square is equal to A square plus B square. In that way. So hypotenuse is nothing but opposite square plus adjacent square. In that way is there. So we'll go on to the option B. Okay. Fine. Next one. Move on to the next problem. 42. Yeah. Here you can see the 42 problem. Unit vector parallel to the resultant of vectors A is equal to 4i minus 3j and B is equal to 8i plus 8j will be, what is the unit vector parallel to the resultant of vectors? So these two vectors, we need to find resultant of these two vectors, and the vector which is parallel to resultant of these two. So are you getting? Look at this. There is the resultant. That resultant comes from A and B. That resultant comes from A and B. So what is his question? His question is, what is the vector which is the parallel to R? Which vector is parallel to R? So first what we need to find? We need to find the resultant vector. Then we can go for parallel vector. Parallel, that to unit vector we need to find. Unit vector is nothing but if any vector divided with its own magnitude, then it's said to be unit vector. So first of all, we need to find the vector, then the magnitude will come automatically. So first we need to find the resultant. How do you find the resultant? Can anyone, any guesses? Resultant, you know that generally resultant if with two vectors, maybe with the addition of two vectors or with the subtraction of two vectors. So A plus or minus B, which one? So let us move on to the first one, A plus B. If you do A plus B, then what is the resultant here would be 4i plus 8i, 12i, minus 3j plus 8j. So it is 5j. Minus 3j plus 8j, it is 5j. 12i plus 5j. This is the vector whichever we are talking about. Now what do you need? You need the unit vector of this vector. The vector which is parallel. So parallel ga unde vector condition. So yesterday we have seen the parallel condition. What is the parallel condition? If you remember, the parallel condition is the same thing. Earlier, yesterday we have seen, what is that? Ax by bx is equal to ay by by. Ax by bx is equal to ay by by. In that way, if it is 12i plus 5j, the same thing I will go with 12i plus 5j. So that is my vector. 12i plus 5j is the vector. So what I need? Unit vector. Not only the vector, the vector's unit vector I need. So since it is the unit vector, I am dividing with its own magnitude. I'll go for option B. Hope you understood. Very good. Fine. Next problem. Move on to the 43, 2020. The resultant of two forces P and 2P is R. There are two forces. The resultant is R. If the first force is doubled, then the resultant is also doubled. The angle between the two forces. So what he has given? The first force is 3P, the second force is 2P, and the resultant is R. So let us see here. P is equal to P and Q is equal to 2P and R is equal to given as R in the first case. So P is equal to 3P. Sorry, we done. Yeah. What is P? P is nothing but 3P and Q is nothing but 2P and its resultant is given as R. Resultant is given as R. If the first force is doubled, look at this. If P becomes 2P, so doubled means 6P. Yeah, 6P. First force doubled, then the resultant is also doubled. It means Q remains same, 2P. Q remains 2P. The resultant doubled here, QR. In that case, angle between those two forces. What is the angle between those two forces? Can you guess the answer, please? Yeah. Can you get the answer, please? Anyone? Any guesses? Any guesses, please? So, here he has given R is equal to, we have the formula R is equal to root over P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. R is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. In that case, so first of all, you can find out the value of this one is R1, this is R2. You can find out the value of R1 and R2, you will get the equations. On comparing the equations 1 and 2, you will get the value of theta. Example, I'll tell you that R is equal to root over P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. This is the thing. In that case, R square is equal to, here P square, so squaring on both sides. So P is nothing but 3P. So I can go with 9P square plus Q is 2P, 4P square plus, and also this one 2PQ cos theta, 2, 3P and 2P cos theta, 2P cos theta. So what is this? R square is equal to, so here you will get 9P square plus 4P square, it is the 13P square. 13P square plus 9 into 3 into 2, so 12P square cos theta. That is the equation number 1. Similarly, you can go with the second equation also. What is our second equation? R square is equal to, again the same formula we will going to apply here, but it is 6P square. So 6P square means, so what is the square? 6P square, 36P square, we will get it on making square, plus 4P square plus 2PQ cos theta. 2P is 6P and Q is 2P, and this one will be cos theta. R square, this is R is given as 2R. Since R is given as 2R, we'll go this one as 4R square. We'll go with the 4R square. In that case, 4R square is equal to 36 plus 4, 40P square plus 6 into 2 into 2. So 6 2s are 12, 12 2s are 24. 24P square cos theta. 24P square cos theta. Now instead of R square, I can substitute this value here. So instead of R square, I can substitute that value. What is the value? 13P square plus 12P square cos theta is equal to 40P square plus 24P square cos theta. Make the simplification. You will get it as 52P square plus 48P square cos theta is equal to 40P square plus 24P square cos theta. So taking P square on one side, you will get it as 12P square is equal to, taking this 48P square that side, RHS, then you will get it as minus 24P square cos theta. Now 12P square, if you cancel it, you will get it as 1 by 2 term, nothing but cos theta. Cos theta is equal to minus 1 by 2. So you can get the angle like 120. B option we can put on. Is that clear? Yeah. Next, let us move on to the next problem, 44. The next one is a unit vector perpendicular to A is I plus j minus k and B is equal to 2I minus j plus 3k. What is the unit vector perpendicular to this one? So, can you guess the answer please? Sorry, let's back on. Listen. So first unit vector perpendicular to A is equal to I plus j minus k and B is equal to 2I minus j plus 3k. So what is the unit vector? Now what? A unit vector perpendicular to this one, perpendicular to A and B. A and B ki perpendicular ga undalandi. A and B ki perpendicular ga undante, look at what does it mean? Oh, sorry. Yeah, already earlier I told you that this is A vector and B vector, E vector ki perpendicular. So perpendicular to this vector is the C vector. So how do you get the vector this C vector? By A cross B. What you need to do? A cross B. So in that case, how do you do A cross B? Look at this, A cross B. Yesterday I told you this. Example, cross product I, J, K, and then, so what is our vectors here? 1, 1, 1, minus 1 actually this one. Yeah, the other one is 2, minus 1 and 3. Now, let us solve this one. So 3I plus I plus 1. 3 plus 1 nothing but 4. You will get it as 4I minus 3 minus 2 minus plus, it becomes as 5. 5j. So minus 1 and minus 2 minus 3 minus 3j. That is the case. Look at this. 1 into 3, 3. This one is the minus into minus, becomes as plus. So already, sorry, this one. Yeah, this one. Fine. This is minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is nothing but 2. 2I. 3 minus of minus is plus 5j. And again minus 1 minus 2 minus 3j. So that is our vector. So what is that? Now I need unit vector. So A bar plus B bar cap we need. So for that purpose what we will do? We will go with 2I. So since it is a 12, minus, this one is should be minus here. Minus 5j minus 3k by its magnitude. So 25 plus, look at this, 4 plus 5, 25, 29 plus 9, 38. So root 38. So like this we'll go option B. Is that fine? Very good. Let's move on to the next one. (47). If two vectors A and B are such that modulus of A minus B is equal to modulus of A plus B, modulus of A minus B is equal to modulus of A plus B, then how A and B are related with each other? What is the angle between A and B? So modulus of A minus B is nothing but A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. Modulus of A plus B is nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So 4ab cos theta is equal to 0, cos theta is equal to 0, then theta is equal to 90, then a is perpendicular to b. That's what. Okay. Look at it. A minus b and a plus b. What is a minus b? Modulus a square plus b square minus 4ab cos theta is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Then on both sides a square b square gets cancelled. Sorry, here, yeah, 2ab cos theta. So 2ab minus 2ab becomes as 4ab. 4ab cos theta is equal to 0. It means cos theta is equal to 0. Then theta is equal to 90. Is that clear? Fine. So A and B are both are perpendicular to A is perpendicular to B. We can say that. Is that fine? Yes. Let's move on to the next problem. After 47, we move on to 48. Yeah. 48. The vectors of equal magnitudes R makes an angle of 60 degrees with each other. What is the magnitude of the resultant? In that case, what is the resultant? Now he has given that the vectors of equal magnitudes P is equal to Q is equal to R, and he has given that theta is equal to 60. Then what would be the resultant? He is asking resultant. So earlier we have done it in the, so P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Can anyone guess this? Already we have done it, this kind of problem. So R is equal to root over, what is the P square here? R square plus R square plus 2R square cos theta. So R square is equal to squaring on both sides. So squaring on both sides, or resultant, what we need to find resultant, let it be, it is resultant. Yeah, R is equal to what is this? Root over. Now we have one more formula, shortcut, I will tell you later on. So this is 2R square is the common thing. 2R square is the common thing. Then you will get it as 1 plus cos theta. So R is equal to, what do you get here? Root over 2R square 2 cos theta by 2, we can write it here. Then we will get it as R is equal to 2R cos theta by 2. So we have one more shortcut formula, so it's the same thing. R is equal to 2P cos theta by 2. If P is equal to Q, then R is equal to 2P cos theta by 2 is the shortcut is there. Okay, we'll follow that one. R is equal to 2R cos, how much this one? 60 by 2 cos 30. What is cos 30? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. 2R into root 3 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. The answer is root 3R. What is the answer? Option D. Yeah. No guessings from the students. No problem. Fine. Move on to the next one. Option is D. 49. If I and J represent unit vectors in east and north directions. Look at this. I is in east direction and J is in north direction. Yeah, I is in east direction, J is in north direction. Then the vector I minus J. So what do you need? Positive I and the negative J here. Positive I and the negative J is in the direction of there. If it is not, then this will be the south, this will be the west. So what we need? The negative J and the positive I, then their resultant. Can anyone guesses? Then their resultant. Already most of the things I have done it. So this would be the result. That would be the resultant. What is that? Southeast. Yeah, very good. Nice guessing. Swarna. Good ma, good. So that is the clue. And the answer. Move on to the next one. 50. Yeah. Here. So yesterday we have seen this problem. If theta is the angle between two vectors A and B, then A dot B is equal to A cross B. We have seen yesterday. So sin theta, cos theta is equal to sin theta. Then theta is equal to, can anyone guesses? Yesterday మనం చేసాము. దాని ప్రకారం ఏమైనా గెసెస్ ఉన్నాయా? డైరెక్ట్ ఆన్సరే. We'll go with 45 degrees. Yeah, very good, fine. The next one, move on to 51. So here the next one of the two forces is doubled, the other and the resultant equal to great force, then what is the angle? That's what we need. That's what we need. So what is this problem? See here, one of the two forces is doubled, the other, and the resultant is equal to greater force. The resultant equals to that greater force. In that case, a greater force equal అయినప్పుడు మనకు so let us see, he has given that P and Q. Consider P is F. Two forces, of the two forces, one of the force is doubled. So among these two, the one is doubled, 2F, and the resultant is equal to greater force. Resultant, this resultant equals to this greater force. What is that greater force? 2F. Now resultant equal to that greater force, that is 2F. Then what is the angle? He is asking angle. Fine. The same thing, R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. So what is R square here? 4F square is equal to F square plus 4F square plus 2F into 2F cos theta. So then 4f square is equal to 5f square plus 4f square cos theta. Yes, 4f square cos theta. In that case, what do you get? Here, minus f square. Taking this side, minus f square is equal to 4f square cos theta. Yeah. So, this one cancel, f square and f square both sides cancel. Minus 1 by 2 will be the cos theta. Then theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by 2. That is what? Okay, fine. ఈ విధంగా మనము find out చేయొచ్చు. Like this we can find out this one. The next one, move on to the 52 problem. Move on to the 52 problem. What is the angle between P and resultant of P plus Q and P minus Q? So, what is the angle between P and resultant of P plus Q and P minus Q? So, now you need the angle between P and resultant of P plus Q and P minus Q. So, resultant is R. So, R, with that what is the angle he is asking? Okay, generally what is the angle we are getting? Tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta, isn't it? So, in that way he is asking what is the angle between 1 minute. Yes, fine. Back again. Here, what is the angle between P and the resultant of P plus Q? So, resultant we are talking here. Now, the resultant R is equal to, as I told you earlier, resultant may be P plus Q. Yeah. And P minus Q. R is equal to P minus Q. So, here with these two, he is taking the resultant of these two. Consider this one is as A and B. Then the resultant R is equal to 2P. R is equal to 2P. That is the resultant. Now, what he is asking, consider this is P. What is that? That is P. Now, the resultant is also 2P. So, it means the resultant will be on the same line itself with a double magnitude. The resultant will be on the same line itself with a double its magnitude. Consider as a 2P like this here. R. So, both are 1 over other. Both are 1 over other. So, it means the angle between them is 0 angle here. The answer is D. So, are you able to understand? Look at this. A is given as a P plus Q and B is given as a P minus Q. The resultant is 2P. Now, what is this resultant making some angle with P? What is that angle he is asking? So, P is considered as an x-axis, some other axis, whatever. If P is an x-axis, 2P will be on the x-axis itself. It means R is also on the x-axis itself. So, the angle between R and 2P will be 0 because both are on the same axis, same line. They are horizontal. Fine. Move on to the next one. Yesterday we have seen this kind of problem. If the magnitude of scalar and vector product of two vectors are 6 and root 3 respectively, then the angle between the vectors Can anyone guess this answer, please? The magnitude of scalar product. What is the scalar product? AB cos theta. And the vector product. AB cos theta is given as a 6. AB sin theta is given as 6 root 3 respectively. Then the angle between them. So can anyone guess? Already manaku telusta undandi. AB cos theta is equal to 6. AB sin theta is equal to 6 root 3. Then what is the angle? Can anyone guess? Can anyone? So sorry for the break. Someone is asking 51. So 51 ఒకసారి అడుగుతున్నారు. So because of that I am explaining you one more time 51. One of the two forces is double. One of the two forces is doubled. Look at this. The first force is given as consider as F, and the second force given as 2F. The second force given as 2F. The resultant equal to greater force. The resultant are equal to the greater force. Among these two, the second force is the greater force. So this is the greater force. That is nothing but 2F. In that case, now you need not to worry about it. Very easy. R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. 2PQ cos theta. In that case, what is R square here? 4F square is equal to F square. Sorry. Yes, P square is F square. Q square is 2F because it is 4F square plus 2. What is P here? F. And what is Q here? 2F cos theta. Now 4F square is equal to 5F square plus 4F square cos theta minus F square is equal to 4F square cos theta. F square gets cancelled. In that case, what is this? Minus 1 by 4. Yeah. Minus 1 by 4 is equal to cos theta. Minus 1 by 4 is equal to cos theta. Because due to time lagging between my audio and your audio, I need to check your messages. Then only I can go back to your chat box and I can find your doubts also. Then I need to get back to the previous questions. Don't bother about it, because instantly I'll be in some other problem. If you are asking the question, that time delay takes us to move on to the back problem, previous problem. Don't bother about it. So I'll explain you problem one more time. Okay? Yeah. Now move on to the actual problem where we were here only. The magnitude of scalar product and vector product. Scalar product A dot B is given as 6 and A cross B given as hope that problem 51 Saujanya understood the problem. 6 root 3. What is A dot B? AB cos theta, AB sin theta. What is here AB? 6 by cos theta. So I can substitute here, instead of AB 6 by cos theta into sin theta is equal to 6 root 3. Then 6 gets cancelled. Sin by cos is tan. Tan theta is equal to root 3. So theta is equal to 60 degrees. Hope you understood this one. So A dot B is equal to 6. A cross B is equal to 6 root 3. AB cos theta is equal to 6. AB sin theta is equal to 6 root 3. AB is equal to 6 by cos theta. Instead of AB, I can replace with the 6 by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta is nothing but tan theta. Tan theta is equal to root 3. Theta is equal to 60 degrees. Fine. Move on to the next one. 55. Next one. Two equal forces F each act at a point inclined to each other at an angle of 120 degrees. The magnitude of the resultant. Very important question. So can anyone guess the answer, please? Can anyone guess the answer, please? Two equal forces F act a point inclined to two equal forces, two equal forces, then R is equal to 2p cos theta by 2. You need to go by like this. R is equal to 2f cos 60. R is equal to 2f. What is cos 60? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So gets cancelled. Then you will get it as f is the answer. So C is the answer. So already we have seen the same problem. We have seen the same problem. R is equal to, then if two forces are equal, it means P is equal to Q. If P is equal to Q, then R is equal to 2P cos theta by 2. Already I have derived this one. R is equal to 2P cos theta by 2. Then R is equal to, instead of P, he has given as F. So I am replacing with F, 2F cos 60. So since Y 60, he has given 120. 120 by 2 is nothing but 60. So cos 60 is 1 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. You will get it as a, or resultant is nothing but F. Fine. Move on to the next problem. 56. Yeah. So actually this is not related to vectors problem. This is related to kinematics. We'll discuss later on. The next one, the angle made by vector I plus j with x-axis. What is the angle made by the vector I plus j with x-axis? Yesterday we have done this kind of problem. Can anyone guess the answer, please? Can anyone guess the answer? Question number 57. Can anyone guess the answer? So he has given that A is equal to I plus j. What is the angle made by it with x-axis? What he is asking? With x-axis. X-axis means B vector is I. Then cos theta is equal to A dot B by mod A mod B. Cos theta is equal to A dot B by mod A mod B. What is the dot product? This is the dot product is 1 and the modulus is for A. The modulus of A is nothing but root 2, 1 square plus 1 square root 2. That is the thing. So root 2 here, and for the B it is 1. Then theta is equal to 45 degrees. Theta is equal to 45 degrees. C answer. Yeah, very good. Chinmay. Good. Good response. The next one, 58. 58. Move on to the 58. Two forces 20 newtons and 40 newtons act simultaneously at a point with an angle of 60 degrees between them. The direction of their resultant is given by, in that case, the direction of resultant, what do you need? What is the direction of resultant? You need resultant direction మీకు కావాలండి. So two forces given as 20 newtons and 40 newtons. So a point at which an angle of 60 degrees between them. So what he has given, look at this. P is equal to 20 newton, Q is equal to 40 newton, and theta is equal to 60 degrees. Now between them, the direction of resultant is given as, you don't need to find resultant కనుక్కోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. You need not to find, you need to find the direction only. What is that? Tan inverse. Yes, back again. So hope you solve this problem. Yeah, so what you need to find, you need to find what is the resultant. So why need tan, the resultant angle? So what I need, tan alpha. What is tan alpha? Generally tan alpha is nothing but q sin theta by p plus, yeah, or else I'll derive that one. Here you can see that yes, one problem only. Now O, A, B, C and D. Since this one already from the parallelogram law we know that P and Q are two vectors. These are two vectors which are two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Then this is the resultant. Now what I need? I need the angle here. So the angle between this is theta. I need this angle alpha. So I'll go with the triangle COB, COB triangle. In that case, tan alpha is equal to, what is tan alpha? Opposite q sin theta by adjacent p plus q cos theta. That is the formula. So tan alpha is equal to q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. Like this you can find out the answer. Okay, yeah. After ti, next one, the dot product of force and velocity. The final one, the dot product of force and velocity. Generally yesterday we have seen this one. in units and dimensions, force and velocity. The force and velocity, which gives as I can rewrite this equation as force into displacement by time. What is force into displacement? Work. Work by time. What is work by time? That is power. What is work by time? That is power. So the answer is power. Hope you understood. Yeah. Now you can see here all questions, answers and are there. Key is there. You can find out for a few minutes. We'll start the next lesson. వాళ్ళు కంప్లీట్గా ఇంగ్లీష్లోనే అడుగుతున్నారు. ఇంగ్లీష్ వెళ్ళిపోయేదే, తెలుగు వాడకుండా పైన చాట్లో ఫస్ట్లో స్టార్టింగ్లో ప్లీజ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇంగ్లీష్.
సార్ యూ డోంట్ నో ఇంగ్లీష్. 20 సంవత్సరాలు క్లాస్ చెప్తా ఉండేవాళ్ళు. ఏమా డిఫెన్స్ అకాడమీ డైరెక్టర్ అమ్మా, సార్కి ఇంగ్లీష్ తెలియకపోవడం. మీరు డిప్లొమా లెవెల్లో ఉన్నారు, అందరూ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఇంగ్లీష్ తెలియదు కాబట్టి తెలుగు ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇస్తున్నారు అంతే, అంతకుమించి ఇంకేముంది. ఒకవేళ మీకు ఇంగ్లీష్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ కావాలంటే ఇంగ్లీష్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇవ్వండి సార్ అని అడగాలి. ఓకే,
కింద తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్పండి సార్. మా హియర్ we are explaining both English and Telugu because we need to understand the problem first. That is the important. Language is later on. We can understand the language later on. If you are very perfect with the subject, language will come automatically. First you need to understand. Because of that we are teaching both English and Telugu. So whoever knows the English, they'll follow in the English. Whoever doesn't know English, they can follow in Telugu. So because of that we are teaching both English and Telugu. So don't explain, don't expect in English only or don't expect in Telugu only. So try to understand in both languages. That would be easy for you. Let us move on to the kinematics. Yeah, this is kinematics. Yes, kinematics. Look at this. What is the problem he has given? If a gun of mass 40 kg fires a bullet of mass 0.01 kg with a velocity of 400 meter per second, then the recoil velocity of the gun is, what is the recoil velocity of the gun? That's what he is asking. So this is the concept of law of conservation of momentum. In the law of conservation of momentum, he has given the mass of the gun and mass of the bullet and velocity. He has given, look at this. This is the mass of the gun, fires a bullet of mass. Mass of the bullet is also given with the velocity. The velocity of the bullet is given. What do you need? The recoil velocity of the gun. It means what is the velocity of the gun he needs. That's what. Now back into the question in the Telugu. Chudandi ippudu. A gun of mass 40 kg. Mass of gun ఇచ్చారండి. Fires a bullet of mass 0.01 kg. What is the mass of the bullet? 0.01 kg with a velocity of 400 meters per second. The velocity of the bullet is given as 400 meters per second. Yeah. Then the recoil velocity of the gun. What is the recoil velocity? Vg. That's what. What is the law of conservation of momentum? Law of conservation of momentum is mgvg is equal to minus mbvb because it is recoil velocity. సో మైనస్ ఉంటుందండి, ఇక్కడ మైనస్ నెగటివ్స్ అయినాయి కాబట్టి దాంతో మనం పెద్దగా ఇంపార్టెన్స్ తీసుకోము, బట్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ద ఆప్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ మైనస్ ఆల్సో. ఇన్ దాట్ కేస్ లుక్ అట్ దిస్, వాట్ ఈస్ mg 40, vg అదే మనం కనుక్కోవాలి, that is what we need to find, and mb he has given as mb is 0.01, I'll go with 10 power minus 2, and vb is given as 400, so into 4 into 10 square I'll go. So I can cancel these two terms. Now 4 ones are 4 tens are, so vg is equal to minus 1 by 10. What is minus 1 by 10? Minus 0.1 meters per second. Let me explain you one more time. So look at this, mgvg is equal to minus mbvb. mg has given as 40, vg that's what we need to find, and mb has given as 0.01. 0.01 can be written as 10 power minus 2, and vb is given as 400. So 400 can be written as 4 into 10 square. So 10 power minus 2 and 10 square can be cancelled. 4 into 4 tens are 40. So 10 taking down 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is nothing but 0.1. Hope you understood. So move on to the next one. Second problem. The second problem directly you can answer. I need not to explain because the same thing. If a shell of mass m moving with a velocity of v breaks up into two fragments, one of the mass m comes to rest, then the velocity of the second fragment. So what is the velocity of the second fragment he is asking? The same thing, law of conservation of momentum we need to check here. So he has given that, look at this, if a shell of mass capital M moving with velocity v, ante initial ga capital M unde oka mass undantandi, that mass is moving with velocity v, ala veltu undi, so it breaks up into two fragments. Ante rendu mukkaluga ayipinayanta. So two pieces. Here this mass breaks up into two fragments. So what is that two fragments? Consider as m1 and m2. Now one of the mass m comes to rest. In this two, one of the mass comes to rest. It means this is the initial velocity and its final velocity v1 comes to rest, and v2 is considered as some v2 only. Then the velocity of the second one, what is v2? That's what he is asking. What is v2? So now we know, we can write it here, law of conservation of momentum. What is law of conservation of momentum? Momentum before action is equal to momentum after action. Momentum before action is equal to momentum after action. In that case, momentum before action mv, or let me write this one also. Yes, momentum before action is equal to momentum after action. So before action mv, after action it divides into, splits up into two pieces. The first one m1 v1, the second one m2 v2. Yeah, first one is m1 v1 and the second one is m2 v2. One of the mass m comes to rest, so this one is comes to rest, so this one becomes 0 here. In that case, what is v2 finally? So v2 is nothing but mv by m2, nothing but mv by m2, nothing but, that is what I need to find. Yeah, hope you understood. Fine. Let's move on to the next question. Third question. Yeah. A body thrown up vertically reaches a maximum height of 40 meters. When a body thrown up vertically, it reaches a maximum height of 40 meters. Another body with a double mass is thrown up with a double initial velocity will reach a maximum height of. Now another body I am taking the mass double to that initial mass and throwing up with a double initial velocity. Then what is the maximum height that can be attained? అని సో ఏమంటున్నారంటే ఇక్కడ ముందుగా m అనే మాస్ తో నేను త్రో అప్ చేస్తే u అనే వెలాసిటీతో నాకు సర్టైన్ హైట్ h అనేది గెయిన్ చేశాను. ఆ h1 ఎంతంటే 40 మీటర్స్. యా, సో u is here u1 whatever. Now m1 is m. ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ టైం ఏం చేస్తున్నానంటే what I am doing the second time, mass is doubled 2m and the velocity also doubled, velocity 2u1. In that case what would be the height? అంటే మాస్ వెలాసిటీ రెండు డబుల్ చేస్తే ఎంత హైట్ కి వెళ్ళగలుగుతాము అనేది అడుగుతున్నారండి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద రిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ h max and velocity. H is equal to, generally H max formula u square by 2g. H is proportional to u square. If u increases twice, then height increases 4 times. In that case height increases 4 times ante h2 becomes 4 into 40, directly it can be 160. Yeah, this is the answer. Hope you understood. Not 80 meters ma, not 80 meters ma. ikkada velocity double aithe height 4 times avutundi. So height 4 times avutundi kabatti 40 into 4 160 avutundi. ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఇది నెక్స్ట్ ఫర్దర్ గా మన పనికి వస్తుంది. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గా ఇఫ్ వెలాసిటీ ఇంక్రీజెస్ బై 3 times అనుకోండి, దెన్ హైట్ ఇంక్రీజెస్ బై 9 times. అంటే దీనికి స్క్వేర్ టైమ్స్ అవుతుందండి, దీనికి స్క్వేర్ టైమ్స్ అవుతుంది. దట్స్ వాట్ యూ నీడ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. 2 times అయింది అనుకోండి 4 times, ఇట్ మీన్స్ స్క్వేర్ టైమ్స్ అవుతుందండి. అది మనం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. ఇక్కడ హైట్ లేదు మనకు తెలియదు అనుకుంటే గో ఫర్ దిస్ వన్. h2 by h1 is equal to u2 by u1 whole square. In that case I can replace with 2u by u whole square. U gets cancelled, it becomes as 4. Then h2 is equal to 4h1, like this. Okay, yeah, fine, very good. Next problem, fourth one. The angle of projection of the angle of projection of a particle for which the horizontal range and maximum height are equal. So what he has given? He has given that for a projectile, maximum height and range both are equal. At what angle he is asking? అంటే ఏమడుగుతున్నాడండి, ఏ యాంగిల్ దగ్గర మాక్సిమం హైట్ అండ్ రేంజ్ రెండు ఈక్వల్ గా ఉంటాయి అని అడుగుతున్నాడు. కెన్ ఎనీవన్ గెస్? Can anyone guess? What is the question? At what angle h max is equal to range? Option 3. Very good. Prakash, very good. Let us see. So what is h max? It is a projectile. So u square sin square theta by 2g. And what is r? U square sin 2 theta, sin 2 theta by g. So u square by g gets cancelled. Sine square theta is equal to 2 into this one 2 into taking this one here sine 2 theta, 2 sine theta and cos theta. Yeah, one sine square and here sine gets cancelled. This sine by cos is nothing but tan theta. Cos is taking here, which is equals to 4. Theta is equal to tan inverse of 4. Is that clear? Look at it, sine square theta. One sine square sine, another sine gets cancelled. The cos theta here multiplication. Taking this, the numerator becomes denominator here. Sine by cos becomes as a tan. Tan theta is equal to 4. Hope you understood this. Yeah. So tan inverse 4. This is the answer now. Someone is telling Balu, Noma. C is the right answer. Next one. Fifth one. Yeah. Fifth one. A body moving along a circular path of radius r. A body moving along the circular path of radius r, describing an angle of 60 degrees at the center of the circle while moving from the point to the other point. From one point to another point it moved. That angle is 60 degrees. That angle is 60 degrees. Find the displacement of the body. In that case, what is the displacement? So ఏమడుగుతున్నానంటే a body moving in a circular path of radius r. ఒక సర్క్యులర్ పాత్ ఉందండి, దాని యొక్క రేడియస్ r. Radius is r. Now at the center, okay, so making an angle of 60 degrees. Look at this, ఇక్కడ నుండి ఈ సెంటర్ నుండి 60 degrees యాంగిల్ వెళ్ళానండి ఇక్కడికి. This is an angle of 60 degrees. I started from A and moved up to B. So that is the case, moved up to B. So what is my displacement? That is what he is asking. What is my displacement? You know that, look at this, very easy to understand that. This one everyone knows that. Look at this, I started from A and I moved up to B in a circle of radius r. Then what is my displacement? I am asking you. Can anyone leave the problem? Tell me about this one. Tell me about this one. I started from A and I moved up to B of a semicircle of radius r. What is my displacement? Can anyone? Prakash, which is the 4R? You are telling the answer for the question or my question is differ here? Okay, fine. Now back again, this one. So generally the total here, the length of the circle is 2 pi r. Generally the length of the circle is 2 pi r. Now you are moving from here to here. That means you are moving some pi. Then your displacement will be pi r. Your displacement will be pi r. So how do you get, look at this, sorry, 2r, not pi r, this is 2r. So why? Because look at this, 2 pi r by your angle is 180 degrees. So pi can get cancelled, you will get 2r. Similarly,
ఎడపోతుంది వాయిస్ అసలు మైక్రోఫోన్ డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయ్యింది.
Are you getting my voice now clearly? Okay. Ma, are you getting my voice clearly now? Please respond, ma. Are you getting my voice clearly? Yes, sir. Fine. Back again. Look at this. A stone thrown vertically up. A stone thrown vertically up with an initial velocity u from a top of tower reaches the ground with a velocity of 3u. The height of the tower is. Look at this. I am standing over a tower. From this I thrown a body with initial velocity u. It reaches the ground with a velocity of 3u. Then what is the height of the tower? That is what I am asking. What is the height of the tower? So in that case we have a shortcut method. H is equal to u square by g into n square minus 1. We can use that one shortcut. Or else if you don't have shortcut method knowledge, go for this one. This one is the h1 and this one consider as h2. What is the general formula for h? H is nothing but u square by 2g. That is the general formula. Now how do you find this h here? Look at this, total h is h2. Under h2 if you are subtracting h1 then you will get h. H is nothing but h2 minus h1. H is equal to h2 minus h1. So h is equal to, what is h2 here? U square by 2g. If you apply here, 9u square by 2g minus, what is h1 here? H1 here, u square by 2g. So h is equal to u square by 2g into 9 minus 1, that is u square by 2g into 8, 2 1s are 2 4s are 4u square by g, that is our answer, 4u square by g. లేదా ఇటువంటి వాటికి షార్ట్ కట్ మెథడ్ h is equal to u square by 2g into n square minus 1, ఇది షార్ట్ కట్ ఫార్ములా, ప్లీజ్ నోట్ డౌన్. h is equal to u square by 2g into n square minus 1. So ఇక్కడ what is n square means, if you throw the body with a velocity u, it reaches the ground with a velocity of nu, then the height of the tower is. To find out height of the tower, you can go for this shortcut formula. Remember, you can remember this formula and you can apply directly. Look at this, u square by 2g, n square, n is here 3u, so substitute that one, 9 minus 1, so 2 1s are 2 4s are, again you will get the same answer, 4u square by g. So please remember this formula. Are you clear? Yeah. Let's move on to the seventh one. Seventh one. An aeroplane is flying horizontally at 98 meter per second and releases an object which reaches the ground in 10 seconds. The angle made by it while hitting the ground is. Now what he is giving? An aeroplane flying horizontally. Aeroplane flying horizontally with a velocity of 98 meter per second. Yes. And releases an object which reaches the ground in 10 seconds. It releases an object which reaches the ground in a time of 10 seconds. Yeah. The angle made by it while hitting the ground. While hitting the ground, what is the angle made by it? This angle he is asking. In that case, we'll go with tan theta. Sorry, tan theta. So tan theta is equal to, we have two formulas. The one is gt by u, I can apply. The other one is root over 2h by g by u. So here I'll go with gt by u. gt by u. In that case, tan theta is equal to gt 9.8 into 10 by 98. These two gets cancelled. You will get 1. Theta is equal to 45 degrees. So that is answer. Please try to respond. Are you able to understand? Because your chat box tells me whether my voice is coming or whether my audio is coming. So your response is important for me. So let us move on to the eighth problem. The maximum speed with which a car can be driven around a curve of radius 18 meters without skidding in kmph. What he needs? He needs speed in kmph. So g is given as a 10 and the coefficient of friction is given as a 0.2. What is this, ma? Look at it. It is a curved path of radius 18 meters. Now, what would be my speed? What would be my speed to have the safe journey without skidding? Can you guess the answer? Can anyone? Please. At least formula. Can anyone tell me the formula, please? Fine. Yes, no, no clues. So V is equal to root mu Rg. V is equal to root mu Rg. In that case, V is equal to root over, what is mu here? 0.2. What is R he has given? 18. And G is given as a 10. So 10 into 0.2 is 2. 2 into 18, 36. V is equal to root over 36. So root 36 is nothing but 6 meters per second. 6 meters per second. Fine. So hope you understood this one. Let's move on to the next one. Problem number 9. Yeah. Problem number 9. Given the coefficient of friction 0.7 and G is equal to 10. The work done in pulling a body of mass 80 kg through 100 meter is, that's what, given the coefficient of friction is 0.7 and G value 10, the work done in pulling a body of mass 80 kg through 100 meters. So, ఏమడిగాడు చూడండి ఇక్కడ, he has given that mu is equal to 0.7 and G value given as 10 meter per second square and mass is given as 80 kg. Then what do you need? Through a distance of 100 meters. Can anyone guess the answer, please? Can anyone guess the answer, please? Ma, it is very easy, ma. Normal work done problem in the friction concept. So generally in this chapter we are going to study both kinematics and friction problems mixedly, because friction comes under kinematics and dynamics topic only. So this is the topic of kinematics and dynamics. So the friction formula W is equal to, what is the formula? Mu mgs. In that case, W is equal to 0.7 into mass is given as 80 and G value given as 10 and the distance is given as 100. Now W is equal to this one, 0.7 into 10 is 7. So 7 into 8, 7 8s are 56. And here 1 0 and there 2 zeros. So we'll go with the 3 zeros. Joules. 56000. That is our option C. Is that clear? W is equal to mu mgs. Mu value 0.7. Mass is 80 and G value 10 and displacement is 10 square, nothing but 100. 0.7 into 10, 7. 7 into 8, 56 and 3 zeros are there. Fine. Anyone? Very good. Someone, Savya got the answer. Good ma, good trying. After the 9th one, move on to 10th one. Move on to 10th one. A body thrown up with a velocity reaches a maximum height of 100 meters. Another body with a double mass thrown up with the same initial velocity will reach the maximum height. So what he has given, look at this, a body thrown up with velocity reaches some velocity, consider as u, and reaches a height of 100 meters. Okay, another body with double with mass, look at this, here I am taking another body, this is the initial body, the mass of this body is 2m1, thrown up with the same velocity, it means u2 is also u only, then what would be the height? That's what he is asking. What is the height attained by the body? You know that what is the formula for height? Generally we know that h is nothing but u square by 2g. It means height depends proportionally on velocity of the body, inversely on acceleration due to gravity, but not on mass. So whether it is 2m or 3m or whatever, the height remains same. The answer is 100m only, because u remains same. So it attains same height. The answer is C. Okay, very good ma. Someone, Prakash, good. Next, move on to the 11th one. From the top of tower, a stone is projected vertically upwards with a velocity of 20 meters per second. Look at this. From a top of tower, a body is projected vertically upwards with a velocity of 20 meters per second. And it reaches the ground in 8 seconds. Look at this. It moves up and then it comes down. The total time is ticking by it is 8 seconds. Yeah. If the G value is 10, the height of the tower, what do you need? The tower height you need. The height of the tower. That's what we need to find. So there are two options already in the last question, in the similar question. I told you that first we can find the height of the body attained with this velocity, that is h1, and from there it falls down the freely falling body's height, that is h2. So if you subtract h1 from h2, then you will get the height h. So can anyone tell me what is the formula can I use here? And even option also, answer also. Can anyone? So already I have given the clues. What is the clue? H is nothing but h2 minus h1. So how do you find? Yeah, how do you find? First you need to find h1 is easy, nothing but h1 u square by 2g. So 20 into 20 by 20, it is nothing but 20, that is h1. Already we find out. Now how about the h2? To find this is the total time is 8 seconds. What is the time of ascent you will find here? Ta. Then we'll have the time of descent finally. So what is Ta here? Ta is u by g So TA is equal to U is 20 by 10, nothing but 2 seconds. So this is 2 seconds, then this will be the 6 seconds. So what is the distance covered by the freely falling body during 6 seconds? 6 seconds lo body enta distance cover chestundi. So find out H2. Half GT square, in that case 1 by 2 into 10 into 36. So here 2 ones are 2 18s are, it becomes as 180. It becomes as 180. So now what is H finally? Ultimately H2 180 minus 20. So your answer is 160. Yeah. Your answer is 160, like this, 160 meters. Any doubt? So first initially I found H1. How can I find H1? By using the formula of U square by 2G. If in the fraction of second you can find out U square by 2G. Okay. Even U square by 2G. So U square by 2G you can get the answer very fastly, 20. And time of percent U by G you can get answer 2. Then yes, here H2, if this is the total time is 8 seconds, the time of percent 2 seconds, the time of free fall is 6 seconds. Yeah, then half GT square I can use because it is a freely falling body, half GT square. So by using half GT square I am getting answer 180. Then 180 minus 20 nothing but 160. Okay, even if you want you can go for some other problem, some other formula also, ut plus half gt square also you can get it. Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next one. Theoretical bit you can go on that one. Next one, problem number 13. Problem number 13. A body of weight 15 Newton is placed on a smooth surface. A body of weight 15 newtons is placed on a smooth surface. If the force required to move the body on the smooth surface is 30 newtons, the force is 30 newtons, then the coefficient of friction, very important question. Can anyone guess the answer please? Can anyone guess the answer please? On seeing itself you can get the answer. Can anyone? Yeah. This is the concept of friction. One more time. So what do you need? The coefficient of friction. General formula mu is equal to F by N. F by N. No guesses. Make it fast. What is F here? 30 newtons. By N is weight of the body 50 newtons. .6 is the answer. Mu is equal to F by N. F he has given as a 30 Newton. The force required to move the body. What is the force? Force is 30 Newton. Weight of the body N is nothing but mg. So that is 50. So mu is equal to 0.6. Are you clear? Fine. Next one. Move on to the next problem. Problem number 14. Another theoretical bit. Move on to the 15 now. Ma, one or two theoretical bits are there. Ma, I am not getting your response. Please, are you getting my sound? No one is giving the response, so I am not unable to understand whether you are getting my voice or not. Prakash, are you there? Okay, sir. Fine. Very good. Thank you for your response. Two balls are projected simultaneously with the same speed from top of tower. Two balls are projected simultaneously from the same speed from the top of tower. Look at this. This is a tower. One vertically upwards, other vertically downwards. The one vertically upwards with velocity of u, the other vertically downward with velocity of u, the same. Fine. They reach the ground in 9 seconds and 4 seconds respectively. It means it has to reach the ground in 9 seconds. And this one reaches the ground in 4 seconds. So what is T1 here? 9 seconds. And T2 here 4 seconds. Respectively. Find the height of the tower. In that case, what is the height of the tower? Can anyone, any guesses? Any guesses? Which formula can I use here? Which formula can I use here? This is kind of oblique motion because the one thrown vertically up, the other one thrown vertically down with the same velocity for the oblique motions. So h is nothing but half a shortcut formula g t1 t2. Please do remember, ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, h is equal to half g t1 and t2. In that case, half g value 10 is given, yeah, and t1 t2 are 9 and 4. 2 1s are 2 2s are 9 2s are 18. It becomes as 180. So 180 is the answer. Hope you understood. Yeah. Move on to the next problem. Yeah, this one little bigger problem. Problem number 17. A person in parachute drops freely from aeroplane, or else let me go here. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. See here. A person in parachute drops freely from an aeroplane for 10 seconds and then the parachute opens out. Then he descends with a net retardation of 12 meter per second square. If he strikes the ground with a velocity 20 meter per second, the height at which he gets out of the plane, that is the question. A bit of typical question. ఓ 2 సార్లు ఎగ్జామ్స్ అడిగారండి. సో కొంత టిపికల్ క్వశ్చన్ మనం అర్థం చేసుకుంటే చాలా ఈజీ అండి. లుక్ అట్ దిస్. సో వాట్ ఇస్ ద క్వశ్చన్? ఎ పర్సన్ ఇన్ పారాషూట్ డ్రాప్స్ ఫ్రీలీ ఫ్రమ్ ఏరోప్లేన్. సో ఒక ఏరోప్లేన్ నుండి ఒక పర్సన్ డ్రాప్ అవుతున్నాడు, పడుతున్నాడు, డ్రాప్స్ ఫ్రీలీ ఫ్రమ్ an aeroplane for 10 seconds. How much time? He drops for 10 seconds. Okay, then and then he opens up, parachute opens up, అక్కడ నుండి parachute open చేశారు. Then he falls down with the retardation of 12 meter per second. Retardation ma, retardation, not radiation, this is retardation. 12 meter per second square. Fine. If he strikes the ground with the velocity here, when it reaches the ground, At this point, the final velocity is 20 meter per second. Yeah. Then the height at which he gets out of the plane. Aithe, what do you need? The total height enta అని అడుగుతున్నారు. What is the total height? Here the height is S1. Here the height is S2. Now I need the height S. So S is equal to S1 plus S2. S is equal to S1 plus S2. So how do you find S1? S1 is nothing but freely falling body. We'll go with half GT square formula. Half GT square. In that case, S1 is equal to 1 by 2 into 10. Time is nothing but 10 square. So 2 ones are 2 5s are. What do you get? S1 is nothing but 500 meters. That is S1. Now, how do you find S2? How do you find S2? That's what you need to find. Now, what do you have here in the data? You are having the data of acceleration here, velocity here. What do you need? S you need. S. So, for that purpose, what is the relation between S, A, V? One formula is there. That formula is nothing but V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Among these physical quantities, he has V and he has A. Yes, that's what I need to find. And what is U here? First we need to find U. Check it here. For this motion, this is the final velocity. Where will be the initial velocity? Wait for 2 minutes. 2 minutes battery will change. We'll change the battery and you'll get it. చెప్పేసి ఆపేద్దామా? 2 minutes Prakash, 2 minutes please. Prakash Rayal, are you from Tirupati itself? You know the name of myself. Because of that I am asking you. No, ఇంకా రెస్పాండ్ రాల. No sir. How do you know my name, man? Prakash Rayal, Kadiri. అంటే స్టాప్ చేసి రేపు పెట్టేయచ్చు కదా.
Online student, okay la.
Okay ma, so this is the actually time is completed. I'll repeat the problem tomorrow, the next class. So today we are going to end the session. So next class we'll continue the problems. Okay, don't bother about this problem. I'll repeat again. Okay, ma. Thank you for today.
రైట్ మా, టైం కూడా అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి ప్రజెంట్ క్లాస్ ఎండ్ చేస్తున్నాను. టుమారో నేను షెడ్యూల్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తాను, వెయిట్ చేయండి. ఓకేనా? రైట్.